Now, resurfaced about 2 weeks ago, finally. Number 1, we have Garden Life, which is actually from the same old bus simulator PC game series. These developers attempt at sandbox farming sim games, which is actually a mix of 2D animations in 3D, or rather cel-shaded designs mixed with 3D of a game, an attempt that we're actually being seen quite a bit lately in other genres, but not in farming life sims. Garden Life is set to be coming out of PCs, Switch, and other consoles as well early next year.
You want to build a tower and castle? Sure thing. Maybe something darker like a skull castle? We've got you covered. You want to live underground or build your own dungeon? Just start digging.
Announced through IGN, at number 2 we have a game called Enshrouded, which is from the same developers of Portal Knight. It is a survival crafting and action RPG set within this voxel-based continent where you must journey on mountains and deserts of an open world, free to choose your own path and shape your destiny. That's what's up with this game. Anyway, the game's set to be coming to PCs only, still in the 3rd quarter of 2023, apparently.
On top of that, we have farming, so you can grow all kinds of resources right at home. Just prepare a piece of land with fertile soil, plant seedlings, and harvest your rewards. In terms of materials, we have plenty of different variety to satisfy your needs and the way you want to make your dream builds look. The world of Enshrouded is fully voxel based, which means you have a lot of creative control to create any kind of building and even shape the terrain to your liking. Thank you for watching. You can wishlist Enshrouded now on Steam. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, comment, like below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Coming through a Kickstarter with over 4 times, actually 5 times its initial goal funded so far, we have Solarpunk. You're all familiar with the term cyberpunk, dieselpunk, steampunk. We've actually even got elfpunk. This game here is described by its folks as a cozy survival game in nature set in this advanced world where there's a lot of floating islands around. Do you guys remember Chrono Trigger's floating islands in the background? It's just like that, kind of like heaven, with just more detail and story. Game's set to be coming to PCs only by the end of the year. As a narrative JRPG, turn-based, monster-taming, fighting, and social RPG, number 4 we have Bloom Town, a different story. What you're looking at over here is actually a new game from the same developers of Graveyard Keeper, Punch Club, pretty much a nice slew of pixel-designed nostalgia games with high replay value too. This is the company's first attempt at mainly adventures. It's set to be coming to all platforms by the end of the year as well. Number 5, as its developer's second work, we've got Tales of Seikyu. This is a fantasy farming sim game set in this lost land called Seikyu, inhabited by legendary creatures. It's, technically what developers on Steam are describing it. However, this town is frequently threatened by these old gods' forces, and your presence over here is supposed to provide peace for the townsfolk. Here's a trailer against a Japanese-inspired, almost Ghibli-style anime, set to be coming to PC, Switch, and other consoles as well early next year.
dear friend. Life in Azoria's been treating me well. Tending the farm and raising my animals, it's been a breath of fresh air.
Switch and PC owners can actually now look forward to Fae Farm. This game is releasing on the mentioned platforms on September 8. This year, Phoenix Labs actually released a new trailer for it. Said this is, for those of you new, a cozy survival farming and life sim where you play the role of an adventurer who's eventually tasked with restoring harmony to this little town. Anyway, the game is gonna be playable online with up to 4 players.
I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet us, together or apart. Encounters far beyond our imagination. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything. I can't wait for you to see what I've found. So, what do you say? There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
Number 7, from a few months ago, first time I believe it's getting a mention over here, we have The Witch of Fern Island. This is a story about a girl who wants to become a real witch, with the aim to combine, in gameplay though, sandbox open world with elements of RPG, adventure, and of course, a lot of exploration. Witch of Fern Island over here has already gathered its initial goal on the Kickstarter, now into stretch goals, and said to be coming out in about a few months from now for PCs, Switch, and the next generation of consoles only.
So, you're the new mayor? Thought you'd be taller. Oh well, welcome to GoGo Town. Look, here's your welcome party. Oh, there was meant to be a big celebration. Still, you look the part. Smile!
Coming from the same developers of a couple of other really well-received open-world adventure games of these past few years, graphically well-designed games too. Number 8, we have GoGo Town. This is a town-building, rather theme park-style life sim in which you actually play the role of a mayor and manage the whole thing, ranging from people's activities, their environment, life quality, and etc. GoGo Town is set to be coming to PCs, Switch, and other consoles as well, early to mid next year. Coming up behind that, we have Puggling, described by its developers as a cute pet simulation creature collecting adventure in which you play as Kibo, this young boy who's taken up the profession of becoming a Puggling Hatcher. That's just these stuffed bird / cat looking creatures that each have their own unique abilities that you can then put into work. Anyway, the game's set to be coming to PCs by the end of the year. Number 10, we have Cornucopia. Some of you might know this name here from the book's rather famous painting with a wooden cone and a lot of fruits coming out of it. Interestingly, the name of the game suggests kind of the same thing. It's a immersive, as described, 2.5 dimensional farming RPG that allows you compete in festivals after growing the best of everything you have on your farm. Animals, fruits mostly, and a lot of mini games that's included in there. Game set to be coming out on July 31st for PCs only. Moving on, we have a social life sim, or rather casual farming sim here, as its developer's first word, going by the name Lychee Town. You see, here you live the life of a country girl that lives in this little town with a big tree in the middle of it, supposedly a life force called Lychee. Anyway, the game consists of raising, farming, building, taming, and a lot of decorating as well. It's said to be coming to PCs only in the final quarter of 2023.
Exploring the once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl.
A couple months ago, through the Nintendo Direct stream, we came across another Animal Crossing inspired farming sim going by the name Fantasy Life. The girl who steals time. Now, this is the RPG life sim, and we've heard, although not really sure, the sequel to Fantasy Life that came out almost 10 years ago for 3DS. Anyway, game's set to be coming to a hybrid console only by the end of the year.
Take on different roles to develop the island. How will you rebuild? This life is yours to live. After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life the girl who steals time.
Coming from the same publishers of Roots of Pacha, or Paka, pretty good at making history-accurate management farming simulation games. We've got over here, in case you missed it, once again, a new Leaf, Memories, which is here now with a new trailer. Previously said to be coming out in 2022, which is now actually releasing by the end of summer for PCs only. It's quite a bit inspired by Rune Factory, where you wake up on some shore with no memories and now you have to make a whole life in this village as you go. Check it out. And last but not least, coming as the first work of its really fine team, we have a mystery horror farming sim inspired by Stardew Valley, but rather similar to Earthbound in story. A game over here going by the name Harvest Island, which is pretty much everything Stardew Valley just had to offer, the farming, collecting, building, and NPCs to interact, except there's a deep story in there too, and a rather grim one. Game said to be coming to PCs only by the end of summer.